Hey guys, what's up? It's Winnie here. Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video because I am doing a lip swatch for Maybelline's SuperStay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks in their 10 newest shades. These just got sent to me in a PR package, and when I saw them, I knew I was gonna do another lip swatch video for these because I did one already. If you haven't seen that, I will link it in the cards or down below. Here's just a quick look at all of the new shades. As you can see, these are a lot more like berry tone. There's some rusty reds, and there's even a blue in here. They're very different from the last shades that I swatched, which were more like pinky nudes and neutrals. And since I have done a previous video for these, I'm not going to talk too much about them because they are essentially the same thing, just in newer shades. And like I said, I will link the other video if you want to watch that first before this one. Also, really quick before I get started, I don't know when this video is going to be going up, and we are really close to Christmas. I cannot believe that December just like flew by and it's almost the new year. But I just wanted to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you guys if I don't get a chance to post another video up before then. It's been such a busy last few months for me. I feel like I haven't posted a lot of videos and I feel really bad, but I do have a really big announcement that I do want to make very soon after Christmas. I've been so excited to share this news with you guys, so stay tuned for that. So first we have Globetrotter. This looks like a very warm rusty orange shade. So if you guys remember, I did mention that I really am not a big fan of their applicator. It's very stiff and pointy, and there's like a big divot in the center that's supposed to help you pick up some product, but I actually think it makes it harder to apply the liquid lipstick. And another thing I noticed, and I also saw that a lot of you had mentioned, was that it does kind of leave a sticky feeling on your lips, especially as it's drying. It does take a long time for this to dry down. So if you happen to put your lips together before it's completely dried, it kind of feels like it's stuck together. But I found if you don't apply a thick layer of the liquid lipstick, it's not as sticky and it tends to dry a little bit faster. It requires me to rub so hard to remove this. Next we have Selfstarter, and this actually looks like a very neutral pinky rose shade. It reminds me of a shade that I really liked from my last video, so we're gonna see how this looks on. Actually, Selfstarter looks a lot more pinky coral on the lips than it does from the packaging. It is pretty, but it's not as neutrally pink as I thought it was. And I don't think it quite matches the packaging because this on my lips looks a lot more orange. Next we have Inspirer, and this looks like a dusty, bright, rosy pink. This one looks a lot lighter when applied to the lips, but I think it just needs to dry down a little bit. This one definitely does have a little bit of a blue undertone to it. It's just not my favorite. I don't really like pinks like this on me. I feel like it's too like bubblegum pink on me. And then we have Artist, and this looks like a fuchsia, like berry shade. Okay, this one is really pretty and it's fun and vibrant. I think the shade would be fun for the holidays, especially if you're someone who is a little bit timid for a true red. This would be a really pretty option, and for like a New Year's Eve party or something. And you know, these won't come off your lips if you're kissing on New Year's Eve. And speaking of red, we have Dancer, and this looks like a really bright candy apple red. Another shade I feel like I can't really pull off are really bright reds. See, I love reds like this that are super vibrant and bright, and it almost looks like it has like a hint of orange in it, but for some reason against my skin tone it just really washes me out. Like, it's a little bit too bright for me, but I love the shade on everyone else, and especially on a darker, more tanned complexion. I'm scrubbing and it's barely coming off. Moving on to Groundbreaker, this is a rusty brick red. This red is a lot brighter on the lips than I thought, and it is very warm. It's almost like a deeper burnt orange shade. It's actually pretty close to the last shade, but it's just a little bit more red. Now we're getting into the deeper shades, and this is Founder. It looks like a wine red. Okay, I really like this shade because it's kind of like a sophisticated, plummy wine red. Okay, my lips are starting to get a little bit stained and red, but these shades are going to be really dark, so I don't think you're going to be able to see that, and I put a little bit of concealer on my lips too. But the next shade is Composer, and this looks like a really deep, plummy Bordeaux shade. This one gave me a little bit of trouble when I was applying it, and I think it's because it is such a dark shade. It kind of just went on really splotchy. I kind of feel like it was the applicator's fault because it was kind of removing the product when I was actually trying to spread it evenly across my lips. And I think the shade is going to be one that you want to apply a thin layer to, let it dry, and then apply a second one to make sure it looks really even, because trying to do that before it was dry just made it really splotchy. But I do love the shade. I think it's super vampy, very sexy. I'm personally leaning more towards deeper shades like this for New Year's Eve. My mouth just looks insane, but we have 2 shades left, and this is Originator. It literally looks like a deep purpley plum. The shade is really cool, definitely a very deep plummy purple shade. I think on me it's just too dark. It makes me look even more pale than I already am. Last but not least, we have the darkest shade in the collection, which is Explorer. It looks like a deep indigo color. I'm supposed to go have dinner with my boyfriend's parents after this. What if I showed up with this on my lip? This is a very intense shade. It is definitely unique. I don't know many people who would go for an indigo lip color. It makes my teeth look super white, which is great. I think I just like looking at it because it is such a cool color. So there you have it, guys, the 10 new shades in the SuperStay Matte Ink liquid lipstick collection. I went and put on my favorite shade, which is Founder, and then my other 2 were Groundbreaker, which was that like rusty brick red, and the other one is Composer, which was one of the darker shades. But I think these are super pretty. I personally enjoyed the neutral nudes that they had before a lot more, just because that's what I gravitate towards more. But these shades were really beautiful, and I'm glad that they added more colors to their collection. But I hope you guys enjoyed these swatches for all of these shades. Let me know in the comments down below which were your favorites. And it's getting darker and darker as I sit here, so sorry for the lighting. But if you guys want to follow me on my social media, you can find my links down below. Otherwise, I will see you in my next one. Bye!